As September 11th approaches, EarthCam is sharing the longest time-lapse project it has ever produced. That 5-minute video starts, as you saw, with footage of the Twin Towers still standing and pictures of some of the victims killed when the building collapsed. Then comes 20 years worth of images documenting the progress made to rebuild the 16-acre site. All of the content collected over the past 20 years, including the original EarthCam camera, was donated to the National September 11th Memorial and Museum. Remembering 9/11 20 years later, out of the nearly 3,000 people who died in the attacks, more than 400 were first responders.
News4JAX anchor Ken Justice sat down with 4 firefighters who were there and rushed toward the danger.
Send every available ambulance, everything you got to the World Trade Center now.
They were there 20 years ago, the terror attack on New York City.
I can't get out of my head how fast 20 years has gone.
These 4 men live in St. Johns County now. But on 9/11, they were serving in the fire department of New York. Each responded from different firehouses, different jobs, different schedules, but each responded like a New York City firefighter. They immediately ran toward the disaster, where eventually 343 firefighters would die.
God bless all those guys that were lost.
John Westfield was first of these 4 on scene, on duty and dispatched before United Flight 175 arrived and delivered another devastating blow to the Twin Towers.
I watched those buildings go up as a kid, and I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd watch them go out in flatbed trucks.
Eddie ZIELMAN, Bob APONTE, GERRY, DURKIN, they were all formerly off duty when the planes hit. They all raced to respond, and none could imagine how many in their brotherhood they would lose.
Eddie, tell me about it. I know that you were there pretty quickly. What was your engagement there? And you said the people you worked with, you lost nearly all of them.
Yeah, so all 5 boroughs have a rescue company. All 5 rescue companies were sent to World Trade Center. All 5 companies lost every member from each of those companies.
Definitely something hit the second tower. Approximately 2/3 of the way up, you got visible fires showing out there. Transmit a 5th alarm to Tower 2.
Something happened that hadn't in more than 30 years, a call to each firefighter in New York City.
Citywide recalls when they recall all firefighters that are off duty back on
Which never happens.
Which never happens. And myself and 2 of my firefighters, we were instructed to report to Shea Stadium.
APONTE responded from that staging area when he was sent to the pile of debris following the towers collapsing. DURKIN was across the river in New Jersey and says he will never forget what he saw on a ferry ride to Manhattan.
So we got about halfway, almost parallel with the Staten Island ferry. And guess what? The North Tower goes. And we were like, oh my God.
DURKIN is a nurse and arrived to treat people for injuries. His young sister-in-law, though, he wouldn't be able to treat. She was taken by the terrorist attack.
And the guy goes to me, yeah, my brother's here somewhere. And I'm like, oh, what company's he with? No, he's here. He's below us. And I'm like, yeah, I think my sister-in-law's here too.
Each of these men suffered loss in the attack. It seems each is unable, and it really sounds like unwilling, to let a day pass without remembering the horror and the heroes and those left behind.
It's not easy to talk about it. It's not.
Do you imagine the courage it took for those guys to know where they had to go to and just to get to those top floors? And some of them got to those top floors. You know what I mean? That's the calling that makes these people.
You go in. People run out, you run in. 9/11, people are running out, you're running in. That's what you do. You're a soldier. You serve and protect.
Yeah, I was grateful to get to talk to all 4 of them. These men say that they're grateful, but still struggle, that is, with grief from what happened there. Coming up later on News4JAX, the struggles they still face 20 years later, and the message that they want a younger generation to know, since so many people were too young to remember or not even alive when the attacks happened. That's tonight on the 10 o'clock news. Tark, enjoy.
You know, Ken, it's remarkable as we hear all these stories from the heroes. Yeah. These men are heroes of 9/11. How many of the New Yorkers are in Florida, specifically in North Florida?
Yeah, I kind of have joked with some of them. I met some of those firefighters because they lived in the same neighborhood when I met. Hey, I'd never met so many New Yorkers as when I moved to Florida. But to hear them talk about the city they grew up in, the city they loved
protecting and serving in, it just drives home how personal it is for each of them about what happened 20 years ago.
Yeah. Ken, thank you.